companies could do espionage to try to find out what deposits were made. Financial firms are actually very good at this sort of espionage. And so I don't want that nonsense to go on. So just report what the deposits are. Now, am I concerned about bid signaling through the deposit? No, I'm not concerned. Will it be used for signaling? Yes. The typical signal is, hey, I am a big guy. I'm loaded for bear. I'm coming for this auction and I'm going to win. So what do? You put in a big deposit. Well, a big deposit is the spectrum cap times which is going to be some number of lots maximum for each of the product groups. So fine, put in that number. It's not that big a number and, big deal. So you could put in a big deposit. It's not a problem. Now, am I concerned that they'll put in a teeny deposit to signal that they're a weak guy? No, there's no incentive to do that. Should I put in a small deposit to confirm that I'm to limit my ability to compete? Well, sure, they could do that, but they can do that whether it's disclosed or not. And all that's doing is limiting what they can do in the auction. What if the other guy doesn't limit themselves? Okay, the other competitors, then they're in a bad situation. So they're not going to want to put in a teeny deposit to bind themselves to the mast so that they can't participate aggressively in the auction. So that's why I recommend deposits revealed. And if you're revealing the identity of the bidders is a nice thing to reveal too, so that people will know to whom the anti-collusion rule applies, right? Otherwise, the company might think that some new entrant isn't participating in the auction, but in fact they are. And they're actually talking about the auction strategy for whatever reason, because they're talking about some other things. I have no idea. I mean, they shouldn't be, but in any event, having disclosure of who the bidders are is helpful so that they know who they can and cannot talk to in the communication space. And that's helpful. And these are large companies that do have the need to communicate with others over, lots of things. And so let them establish safe harbor and they can know they're not communicating with, they can be especially careful with communicating with people that they know are participating in the auction.